It's time to chat about some of the day's more interesting stories with Richard Southern. And Richard, let's start with a picture that is capturing the attention of scientists and space enthusiasts like you and I alike.
It's pretty crazy, Erica. Scientists have, for the first time, taken a picture of the massive black hole that sits at the center of our galaxy. There it is. It's called Sagittarius A. Of course, you can't see the actual black hole itself. Instead, what we're looking at is all this superheated material circling around the black hole, sort of giving it its shape, right? Now, researchers took this stunning photo through the Event Horizon Telescope, which is like a conglomerate of different sort of observatories. Consider this, Erica. The black hole we're looking at here is 4 million times the size of our sun, but is still 1,000 times smaller than the biggest black hole we've ever discovered. Experts think a big black hole like this sits at the center of every galaxy. That's kind of mind-blowing, don't you think?
It is, and yeah, I think this is just like a sort of a blurry photo, but it's incredible that we get to see it. But imagine, you can't even conceive what it would look like with your own eyes, right? If we ever...
No, and then you'd sort of fall into it, into the Event Horizon.
Yes.
And who knows what happens in the Event Horizon.
Nobody
what was that
knows.
movie the other year?
Interstellar.
Where they went through Interstellar.
Yeah.
Everything would be all backwards, and I'd see my younger self, and who knows what.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just my brain, I can't wrap my head around that, but really cool.
I'm slightly disappointed there was no UFO in that photograph, but that's a story for another day.
Not yet, maybe. Okay, we'll get a photograph. If you have someone named Gladys or Ernest in your family, chances are they're maybe your grandparents. But Richard, some of those older names are poised to make a comeback.
Ernest goes to jail and all those. Baby names from the 1920s, experts say, are going to make a big comeback. Let's take a look at some of them you might be hearing. For girls, it's Joan, Mary, Margaret, Dorothy, Gladys, Irene, Iris, Elsie, Ada, and Mabel. You like any of those, Erica?
They do. They're very old-fashioned names, right? And so if there's a baby named Mabel, I'm just kind of like, yeah.
Maybe it's Mabel. For boys, it's Ronald. Arthur might be making a comeback. Robert, Albert, Freddie, Edward, Archie. There's Ernest, Isaac, and Harris. Apparently, baby names going kind of like a 100-year cycle, Erica. So I don't know.
Perhaps, yeah. Maybe it'll be in vogue now. I don't know. I still can't. They're good names, but I don't know. Can't get used to it. I can't get used to seeing a baby with that name. Okay, and finally, the toys children are playing with continue to evolve. And in the case of this final story, that's a very good thing, Richard.
And this is great. Barbie maker Mattel coming out with a Barbie that has a hearing aid for the first time. A hot pink hearing aid, Erica. They consulted a doctor to make sure they had the form right. Other dolls Mattel's coming out with is a Barbie with a prosthetic leg. There's even a Ken doll with a skin condition. Good to see that, Erica.
I really love that. And it makes such a difference in kids' lives when they can see, themselves reflected in the toys that they play with. So very cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Richard. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.